What an absolute gem of a game. 400 yards passing for Kyler Murray, 300 yards passing for Jalen Hurts, who also ran one in himself. Just a dynamite game that was even more enjoyable because of who was calling it. Brandon Gaudin of Fox was on the play-by-play. And then at the mic, providing the analysis, whose suit put the color in color commentary, the one and only Akeeb Talib here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, sir?
Rich, what's going on? It's always a pleasure.
Are you aware that your commentary and the way that you were going about your business was just lighting up Twitter, social media, and everybody's ear gates across the country? Were you aware of that during the game?
Yeah, I check it. I check it post game real quick. You know what I'm saying, on my way to the airport. But I'm not too big on social networks, so I don't pay too much attention to it, Rich.
But you were great. Yeah, you have been great, and you were great, and you had a huge game that put so many people's attention on your analysis. What is your philosophy? I mean, seriously, I know being yourself is not easy in this business, but honestly, what is your philosophy when you're putting that headset on in your newfound career?
I think that's exactly it, Rich. I'm just having fun talking about the game that I love, so I'm just enjoying it, Rich. I ain't trying to be nobody that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If Fox didn't want Akeeb Talib on the show, they wouldn't have put Akeeb Talib on the show. So, it's not hard to tell who Akeeb Talib is. So, if you want him on the show, you expect him to be himself. So I just be myself, have fun, and it keep me around the game, Rich. I love football. I mean, I absolutely love football. Just to have to study the game and be able to watch it from that perspective, it's different for me. I feel like a rookie all over again.
Well, and it's not just you being you, Akeeb. You were just speaking your mind. You were saying what was on your mind, and sometimes, you got to break some eggs to make the omelet. And let me get into this. Do you think Carson Wentz's tenure in Philadelphia is over based on what you saw from Jalen Hurts yesterday?
Oh man, Rich. Based on what I've seen, watching leading up to the game. Just watching him come in against Green Bay, watching his first start versus New Orleans, and then watching him live versus the Cardinals. I think it's over for Carson. He's too good. I think management in Philadelphia is going to fall in love with him. Just doing interviews with him and talking to him, me and Brandon was like, he sounds like a 15-year vet. And you hear his teammates and his coaches rave about him, and then you meet him and talk to him, and you see why. He sounds like a 10-year vet. He's so calm. He's so poised. He's so confident in himself, and it's not a cocky confidence. It's a real leader. I've been around great leaders. It's a real leader under center over there in Philly. So I think quarterback play starts with your play, but you also have to be a great leader. So I think, man, he's checking all the boxes, and I think it's his job to lose.
Yeah, I mean, we had, on game day morning on NFL Network yesterday, Akeeb, and, you've been on that set with us, and, everybody does tell it like it is. Michael Irvin was saying, look, when he heard Miles Sanders say after the game against the Saints that the minute Jalen Hurts hit the huddle and he had full command of it, and that was exactly, quote unquote, what we needed, he's like, uh-oh. He doesn't think Wentz could ever step back in that huddle, and then obviously that was just after one game. And I know that's a kind of a knee-jerk reaction, but what I saw yesterday, I don't know how the Eagles ever go back to the before, Akeeb.
Yeah, I don't think they go back, Rich. I think Carson somehow finds his way back to Frank Wright. With Phillip being up there in the years, Phillip won't be there forever, even though he's having a great season, a rejuvenated season. But I think Carson somehow ends up in Indy, and he's happy. Philly is happy. But I think Jalen is definitely the new guy in town, man, the new face of that franchise. He deserves it.
Akeeb Talib here, fresh off of calling the Eagles and Cardinals yesterday and lighting up television screens across the country right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What about Kyler Murray? How did you find him when you talked to him, watched him, and now this team is 8-6, and it does appear a win, if not maybe two, away from getting the Arizona Cardinals back in the playoffs. What about him?
The same, Rich, man. We always talk about our league being in great hands with these quarterbacks, and I got to see two of them live yesterday, Rich, two bright stars, two future stars of our league. Kyler, man, and that Arizona Cardinals team is so dangerous. they've been, even during their losing streak, I mean, 3-4 plays away from scoring 40 so many times. And they just so dangerous. If they can not turn the ball over 2 times in the red zone, that's easily a 40-point game. Same last week against the Giants, if they convert on a couple, 4th downs in the red zone. But they're a dangerous team. They got a great rush, a great pass rush, 2 good corners who can play man, and great run game. When Kyler uses legs, man, they might be one of the most dangerous teams in the NFC. So whoever at that 2 seed, look out, Rich. Look out, because it's going to be a real shock when Arizona comes to town.
It could be
if they keep that 7th seed,
and it could be New Orleans. It could be Green Bay. It could be either one of those 2 teams that we're looking at right now. Now then, I know you covered both of these guys, and that's the good thing that Kyler's got a GOAT in Larry, right? And then an emerging GOAT in DeAndre Hopkins. It's amazing. He gets his feet down every time, and then the touchdown that we're showing right now on the screen, where he grabbed a ball with one hand and twisted his body to get in the end zone past the pylon, and then when he hit the ground, there was no question he was going to just keep it gripped with one hand and it wouldn't come loose. No, there's nobody and I know that there's so many great receivers in the game. There really is nobody like him. Akeeb, would you agree with that, or you could say
I agree with that? It's not. He's not the fastest. It almost seems like he's not even playing full speed at times. But his body control and his knowledge of the game, if he plays zone coverage, he knows exactly where to go. And if you play man coverage, he knows exactly where to put his body. And so Kyler Murray can throw the ball, and he's in a good position to catch it. So I think, man, his body control in his hands, his ball skills are second to none in the league. It should be another all-pro year for him. And he's definitely at the beginning of the year, he might not have been in my top 5. I don't know why. I just, I always lean towards faster receivers and, who I really like. But from watching him, studying really them last 4 or 5 games he played, Hop is definitely in my top 3 now, Rich, man. He's an amazing receiver. You when you really study him, you see some of the things he brings to the table. And he's definitely in my top 3 now in the league, man. Dangerous receiver. And like you said, he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. Another All-Pro season, another All-Pro season for him. That'll be 4 in a row, I believe. And future Hall of Famer, like you said, Rich.
Who would be tougher to cover, Akeeb Talib? Somebody who is a physical beast like DeAndre Hopkins, who you say is well-versed on where to go with man, where to go with zone, how to use his body, has full control of his body when the sideline might not even be your friend defending him. Or somebody who is now 5 touchdown receptions away from joining Randy Moss and Jerry Rice as the only members of the 20 touchdown club in a single season in Tyreek Hill. Who's tougher to cover, do you think? I
think Tyreek got pretty good ball skills too. So he's not just and he's a pretty smart player when it comes to man his own too. Because Patrick Mahomes bake you beat. He put pressure on you. And Patrick Mahomes, he makes you learn what to do in those zone coverages. So I would say Tyreek just because he's blazing. That speed is different, Rich. It's not like no other receiver in the league. You would be surprised by that speed once you line up in front of it. Look one way on TV, but once you're the person lined up in front of it, you're definitely going to be surprised by that speed. So,
he's amazing.
So I definitely say Tyreek may be a tougher cover.
Isn't that amazing? And we just sung Hopkins' praises, rightfully so. I mean, his catch radius is insane. His ability to leap over a triple team is insane. But Tyreek Hill is becoming maybe the best receiver in the game. How do you rank him and everyone else right now?
Yeah, definitely. I only could speak in terms of for me to cover.
Right.
And that's I'm only in my shoes. I see the world out these eyes, so I only can speak for me. So for me, Tyreek will be a tougher cover, and I think he is the best in the league. I like Tyreek, I like DK, I like Devontae, and I like Hop. Now, after yesterday seeing it live, Hop is now my number 3. So if I was a franchise owner, and I had 3 picks at receiver, I could pick my top 3. I'll probably go Tyreek Hill, DK, and Hop. I might go them three. And the close and if I called a Green Bay game and I had to study Devontae Adams, he would probably move into my top three. So, that's interchangeable with Devontae Adams up there too.
He is amazing, and we're going to see him on Sunday Night Football on NBC against the Titans, a big game. Aqib Talib here on the Rich Eisen Show. You have more games left this season, next 2 weeks? You got any more, or is that it?
Well, the deal I did with Fox, it's kind of, they kind of tell me as they go. So I didn't know I had last game until about 8 days before the game.
No kidding.
7 days before the game. So hopefully I do. They said something about week 17 maybe.
Okay.
Hopefully I do, man. I enjoy it.
We got to get you back.
I'll be back in the booth.
Oh, you have to be. Let's be honest. You have to be. And now we get to what everybody's talking about as well, more than just your game and what you're talking about, is what you are wearing. Let's give a shout out to the suit. And so first off, walk me through the process, the suit process for you, Aqib, and how you chose yesterday's suit.
I go through Elevate, or
I'm
still not sure. I've been dealing with them for 12, 13 years now, and I'm still not sure how to say the name.
I think
Elevate or LAV, one of them. But
right.
Chandra's been doing my suit since 2008. Shout out to Chandra from Elevate.
Mm-hmm.
And I just told her that, it's Christmas time, maybe something festive. She was like, boom, I got the perfect little cloth for you. What you think about this? I'm like, Chandra, do your thing. And, we collaborated on the shoes. There was Louboutins.
Yep.
Collaborated on the shoes. And, man, she always gets me together, man. She does a great job. She does suits for everybody. Larry Fitzgerald, Von Miller, Michael Thomas. She does suits for so many people. And she do a great job at it, man. So I said festive, and she made it festive. So I like it.
I would agree. It is absolutely festive. It's Christmas time, red tie, and then the green check look right here. Now, what is your philosophy? I've been around Dion. Dion says he wears a suit on television once, and he's got to retire it for 3 years because he doesn't want to look in the same. What is your philosophy now? When would the next time be that we would ever see you in this particular suit, Aqib?
Definitely won't see me in this suit like ever again. Maybe if, you know what I'm saying?
One and done.
If I did something locally next Christmas, I may do something. But I'm like Prime though. Once it make waves, it's pretty much retired. It's over with. So luckily, I'm fortunate enough to be. If it's another event, I'm fortunate enough to be able to buy another suit. So it's pretty much retired, man. I play the same as Prime in the closet. So yeah, it's maybe next time, maybe just the top. Maybe I might switch it up just the top.
Sure.
Switch the ties, switch the pocket square.
Yeah,
something like that. But
accessorize.
As far as the whole suit, Christmas vibe, it's probably over with for that.
Okay, one and done. But hopefully not in the booth. I'm telling you, Aqib, it was great. It was so much fun listening to you. I was saying earlier today when Peter King was talking about it as well. We were talking about your style and your clear-eyed and clear-voiced analysis that I felt like I was, in fact, sitting next to a player watching the game. Like, it was that simple. And I have been, as you know, you've seen the process by which we watch games at NFL Network pre-pandemic. But it sounded like you were just sitting there as a former player, just telling it like it is, like you were seeing it. That was great.
And that's what I try to do. That's what I try to do. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Rich.
Yep.
I tried to play football, right? I'm playing football, so I started liking cornerback. So I started watching the best. Who's the best? I started watching Dion. So, you know what I'm saying? I started trying to mimic what he do, play how he plays. At the start of the play, I want my stance to look like his. So I started trying to mimic the best because I want to be the best. So, honestly, when I started doing this Fox stuff, I listened to Tony Romo. Who makes the most money in this business, Rich? Tony. I listen to Tony Romo. Tony Romo sounds the same. He sounds like he's having fun. Him and Jim Nance sit there and they watch the game, and he fill you in with information when he feel like it's necessary. Besides that, he just calling the game, telling you what happened, and he's having fun. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to do it like Tony, man. I try to do it like Tony do it and just have fun. Sit there, call it how I see it. Don't try to be nobody else but myself. That's what Tony does. So he makes the most money in this business. So right now he's the best. That's who I watch, Rich.
I love that. That's not a bad guy to model yourself after, both professionally and financially. There's no doubt about that. And was there any rookie hazing on for you? Did anybody is anything like that?
Nah, no rookie hazing. Fox, Rich Gross over at Fox. They ain't got me with the rookie hazing yet.
Okay.
But maybe if I got a real deal with them, you know what I'm saying, I was really signed to them, maybe that stuff will start happening then.
Well, Akeeb, I could not be pounding the table for more games from you any louder than I am right now. I appreciate the 2 cents right here, and let's do this. And when the playoffs hit, I'd love to have you on. Let's do some analysis. I'd love for you to call in and tell everybody what you think about the games that have just been played and preview the upcoming ones. I'd love to keep doing this with you. That'd be great.
Say no more, Rich. Let's do it. Had a guy set it up. I'm available.
You got it. Let's do it. Akeeb, congrats on that big game yesterday. Let's talk down the line. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Happy holidays, Rich. Y'all take care.
You bet. That's Akeeb Talib right here. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.